Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a great day so far. So in today's video, I'm going to take you along with me as I deep clean, declutter, and reorganize my entire kitchen. This video took me hours to film and it's definitely jam-packed with tons and tons of cleaning and organizing motivation. So if you're in need of any motivation today, then I definitely got you. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave. But let's get on into it. So I wanted to start this video off by just doing a quick tidy up of my kitchen before we start decluttering and reorganizing, because as most of you know, it always gets worse before it gets better, and that was definitely the case today. But before we get any further into this video, I did want to let you all know that today's video is a collaboration with my sweet friend here on YouTube, Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Sophie is a newlywed and a full-time working attorney, and she's also killing the YouTube game right now. You're definitely going to find tons of organizing because she's the organizing queen. So if you need any inspiration or motivation to get your home in order, definitely check out her channel. But you're also going to find a ton of other content over there, like cleaning motivation, some recipes, routine videos, lifestyle videos. She shares it all, so you're bound to find what you're looking for over on Sophie's channel. So before you leave here, make sure you use the link down in my description box and head over and check out Sophie's channel. Let her know that I sent you, subscribe to her channel, and definitely show her tons and tons of love because she's such a sweet soul. And if you came over from Sophie's channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you decided to head over here and check out my video. I really hope that you do consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave and joining my little YouTube fam, because I would definitely love to have you here as well. So before I take you guys around and show you all of my cabinets in my kitchen and what we're going to be doing, I wanted to start my oven on the self-clean cycle because it does take about 3 hours, and as you saw, it was completely disgusting. I want to just take you through my cabinets that we're going to be decluttering really quick, and this is going to be the first one. I'm going to show you all of my cabinets, even if I'm not going to really declutter them or anything. So there's a lot of stuff back here that I'm not using anymore. And then this drawer right here is not bad. So I did just declutter and reorganize this one. So it looks a little crazy, messy, but it works for us. And then right above that is this cabinet. This one's not bad either. This is just all of like our daily use stuff, something we use every single day, just about. And it's really not, I don't really have to declutter. Maybe a couple cups up there, but that's about it. And then underneath our sink is also, I guess I can get these dirty rags out. It's also not bad. So I recently redid this one also, and I've kind of been able to maintain it, which is really good for me. And then this cabinet up here is what we use for our pantry. And I'm probably not going to mess with that too much either. And right next to this is where we keep all of our Tupperware and everything. And this cabinet really needs some help. I know it doesn't look too bad back there, but there's a ton of stuff back there. You can see it. That I need to get rid of. And right next to that is our spice cabinet. This really needs some help also. Really bad. And then right below there is where I keep my pots and my pans and all kinds of random stuff. Toasters, cutting boards, my NutriBullet, KitchenAid, everything's in here. And it's really dirty, if you can see that from the toaster. So we're definitely gonna clean this cabinet out for sure. And then underneath of my stove, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I store all of my baking sheets and everything in here. So I'm gonna go through here and declutter it also, because I don't use all of this stuff, and then probably clean it out. And then above the stove is this cabinet that is just holds a bunch of random stuff that I can probably get rid of, or at least organize a little bit better. And then right next to the stove is this cabinet. This is where we keep all of like our glassware, like our plates that we don't use on a regular basis, but I want just in case we need them. And then this bottom shelf is all of Brandon's diabetic supplies that we use. I want to go through here and reorganize it a little bit better too. And right underneath of there is this cabinet, you guys. I've been shoving stuff in here and I have to lock it with this child safety lock to even get it to stay shut most of the time. So we're definitely going to clean out this cabinet. And then we're going to clean above the refrigerator and probably declutter the cabinet up there. I can't reach it, but I'll show you guys when I'm able to. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get to going through the cabinets and decluttering first, and then I will start deep cleaning. So the way I'm going to do this declutter is I'm going to work cabinet by cabinet. I'm going to pull everything out, clean out the cabinets and the shelves, and then declutter the items and put back the things that I'm keeping. I'm not going to be doing a KonMari method declutter where you pull everything out of the entire kitchen and have it all setting out. That just seems super overwhelming, and I feel like I wouldn't work very well in a situation like that. So I'm going to do it this way. It worked very well for me. I'm just going to be getting rid of the things that I no longer need and I'm not using anymore, and just simplifying my kitchen as best as I can. This corner cabinet right here is kind of an awkward space. There's different levels to the shelves, but it's the only space that I really have to keep my KitchenAid and my toaster and my pots and pans, so they all go in here. I'm not going to be decluttering anything out of this cabinet at all, but I do want to reorganize it into a better system that works better for me, just because before I couldn't get to the stuff that I needed on a regular basis. I'd have to take stuff out to reach it, so I'm going to put everything back in here in a way that just works better for me.
I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder. We went to a small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our mind. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy.
This is probably the cabinet that I use the most. I reach in here to grab stuff so often, especially while I'm cooking. And I do want to keep my crock pot in here because I use that a lot. And I also want to keep my dish towels and my pot holders, but everything else that's in this cabinet is going to be either decluttered or moved to a different spot in my kitchen. So this corner cabinet is a very awkward space as well. I do keep all of our Tupperware, my temptation dishes, my casserole dishes in here, and I want to just reorganize it so that everything that I use on a regular basis is reachable without a step stool. Our cabinets are so tall that to reach even the third shelf, I definitely need a step stool. But I'm gonna declutter a lot out of here also because there's a lot of Tupperware that I'm no longer using or just isn't good anymore, and I want to get rid of all of that. So these are those temptation dishes that I was talking about. I have a whole other set of plates and bowls and cups that I have put in storage, but I really love those dishes. I'll see if I can link some down in the description box for you. The color that I have, they don't make anymore. I believe they discontinued it because I haven't been able to find anything new, but I'll definitely try to link some of them down in the description box for you. So you can probably tell that I'm struggling just a little bit to figure out the best way that I want to organize this cabinet to make it most functional for me. I definitely don't have any Pinterest-worthy organizational systems in my house, and I'm totally fine with that. If you are looking for that though, make sure you check out Sophie's channel because you'll definitely find a ton of that over on her channel. She is the organizing queen, like I said. So this cabinet is definitely full of spices. We love a lot of spices, but I want to go ahead and reorganize it into a more functioning system for us and declutter all of the expired spices and spices that we don't use as much. I would love to eventually get the glass spice bottles that have the labels that you can put on top just so I can find things a lot easier, but it's just not in our budget right now.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. Had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you.
So this cabinet above the microwave and the one above the refrigerator hold the most random stuff that really don't have a home, but I need to store it still. So I'm going to pull everything out and clean it just like the rest of the cabinets, but then I'm going to sort through it. I don't think I declutter much out of here, maybe a couple other wine glasses because we don't use them. And then I'm just going to try to reorganize them into different bins that have lids on them so that I can stack them in there easier. And since it is such a high cabinet, I want to be able to, you know, pull everything out without stuff falling on top of my head. So I'm going to work on doing that. So the next cabinet that I wanted to tackle is the one right above the refrigerator, but first I needed to clean off the top of the refrigerator because, again, there's a ton of random stuff up here also, and I needed to actually clean the refrigerator because it looked dusty, but when you touched it, it was like a greasy film, which is kind of gross. So I wanted to go ahead and get all of that cleaned off before I started unloading the stuff that's in the cabinet on top of the refrigerator. And I'm actually not going to empty out this entire cabinet because even standing on top of the countertop, it's really hard for me to reach the entire thing. So I'm just going to pull out the stuff that I know I'm going to be decluttering and then put everything back. But first, again, I needed to get the top of that refrigerator cleaned off.
Some of the time, I would have seen all of the signs of our fault. I'm sorry.
So does anybody else have a hard time getting rid of tumblers? I have the hardest time letting go of mine. Most of them are gifts, which is one of the reasons why it's so hard for me, but I just love them, but we barely use them. I'm talking like 2 or 3 times a year maybe. So it was time for me to declutter them, and I am proud of myself because I did get rid of like 4 or 5 of them, which I'm happy with.
You still making me breathless. We had it good, baby, we had it bad.
So let me know down in the comments if you know what the spice is that I'm putting into this container. I'm pretty sure it's just a local thing to me, and if you're from Maryland, you definitely know. Okay, so I'm going to show you really quick what I've gotten done so far. I've gotten this one done. Now these may not look perfectly organized, but it definitely makes sense for us. We have a small kitchen, so we have to utilize the space the best way we know how. And then here's it. I didn't show myself going through here because I only took a few cups out, but I did unload the dishwasher and put all of the clean dishes away. So, and then this shelf down here. This, you guys, looks so much better. I'm not sure if that cutting board rack is gonna work that direction just because it's gonna be hard for me to pull them out, I think, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. And then this cabinet is also so much better. So up top, I just kept stuff that I knew we don't use all the time, but I do still want to keep it, like my Temptation dishes up there. I love them and I'm not going to get rid of them. So I'm going to store them up there until I can use them. I usually only use them for like family dinners or Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But I use the baking dishes, the white ones, often. And then the bottom 2 shelves are stuff that I use all the time. I did declutter quite a bit out of here. I'm really low on Tupperware. I think I just keep getting the Rubbermaid kind, and I think I need to invest in a good set of like glass Tupperware maybe. And then this spice cabinet, I also decluttered a lot out of here. Oh, sorry, that was a dishwasher. Yeah, it looks so much better. It's so much more organized. It may not look like it, but at least I know where everything is. I would like to get those glass spice containers eventually, but not yet. And then I also decluttered a lot out of here, moved some stuff into here. This is just random storage stuff. Those 2 bins, right, the 2 bins with lids on them One of them has all my baking stuff and my cake decorating stuff, and the other one just has random gadgets like corn on the cob holders, pineapple cutter, just random stuff. So that's what that looks like. And then this one, this cabinet down here also looks so much better. I just kept my crock pot that I use the most, some Reynolds wrap stuff that doesn't fit in my drawer that I usually keep it all in, and then my dish towels and my pot holders on top of the refrigerator. Let me show you this one. I didn't really do too much in here. I did declutter quite a few of my tumblers. Have a really hard time letting go of those, but I did get rid of, I think, like 4 or 5. And then a couple vases, but this is just stuff that really needs to stay up here. I don't use my Ninja chopper too much, but I do like to have it on hand still just in case. I would probably use it more if it wasn't up in this cabinet, honestly, because it's just a pain to get up here and grab it. Because even on the step stool, it's hard for me to reach up in this cabinet. But that's what that looks like. Okay. And I haven't done, so the stove, the oven is still being self-cleaned. So I haven't done that drawer down there yet because it's pretty hot, so I don't want to touch any of that until after the oven is done. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this kitchen cleaned up, get these dishes cleaned up, and then all of this is stuff that I'm getting rid of. So I'm gonna go through that and figure out, not the vacuum, I'm gonna keep the vacuum, but everything else I'm gonna go through and decide whether I want to donate it or if it's just trash, because some of it is just trash, like these Tupperware things that have been melted in the microwave. Some of the stuff is just trash, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna organize it into 2 piles, trash and then donate. So. So now I'm gonna get to sorting all of this stuff between Goodwill donations and trash. I know it doesn't look like I decluttered a ton, but I have a really small kitchen, so this much stuff really does save me a lot of space in my kitchen. Lipstick, taste my breath and love me like you love a pack of smokes in the morning. One for the day, no hesitation, took us a can, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you, I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you, I just wanna be around you, I just wanna be around you. Okay, so now that all of the decluttering is out of the way, I'm gonna start by deep cleaning. And the first thing I'm gonna do is the dishwasher. So I am gonna load the couple dishes that I had. I think it was just like a pan and a Tupperware container. And then I'm gonna use that measuring cup right there and some white vinegar and just sit that in the top tray of my dishwasher and then run it on a normal cycle. And I am also putting in a pod just because I had some dishes in there and I'm not sure if it works correctly that way, but it did get the dishwasher clean. And the next thing we're gonna do is this microwave, and that napkin is stuck on there, you guys. I put it in there after I had made like an Easy Mac thing for the boys, and it overflowed all the liquids onto the tray. So I put a paper towel down in there and I never cleaned it up, so it dried on there. So I do have a little bit of trouble getting it off, but I finally do get it off. And I sprayed in some Method degreaser into the microwave, and I was letting it sit as I cleaned off this. And my next deep cleaning task is my kitchen sink. I'm going to be using the Barkeeper's Friend and a scrubber. I'm just going to scrub it out really good, rinse it out thoroughly, and then also wipe it with a paper towel just to make sure I got all of the product out, because this product works so well, but if you don't rinse it out thoroughly and get all of the product out, you will have a cloudy sink.
I wanna run up through his hair, but don't stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hit him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out, and we got a little tipsy
onto the cabinets, and I'm just using the Method Wood for Good Daily Cleaner to clean off all of my cabinets.
It's like 90 degrees, it's making me hot, and it has the same effect on me. I act a little dumber when I try to...
So I did want to mention to you guys that I know y'all saw me start my oven on the self-cleaning cycle at the beginning of this video, but by the time I was done filming and everybody was back home, it was not finished. It was done with the 3-hour cycle, but I think it has to cool down completely before it'll allow you to unlock the doors. So the doors weren't unlocked and I wasn't able to clean it. So I am going to be posting that over on my Instagram account the day that I post this video. So if you're watching this on Saturday, head over to my Instagram account, which is simply Sheila88, and check it out over there. I apologize for not getting it into the video, but there just wasn't time. So make sure you head over to Instagram, check it out over there, and give me a follow as well. And now I'm back to the microwave, and you guys, that degreaser did not work this time. Typically it works so well, but I think my microwave was just extra grimy and dirty that it didn't have enough power to clean it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another measuring cup and put some white vinegar in it and put it in the microwave and set a timer for 5 minutes and let it just steam it up in there, which actually did work very well. So I suggest if you have an extra dirty microwave to do the vinegar trick.
Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
So let me know down in the comments when the last time you deep clean your kitchen was and how often you do it, because it's been quite a few months for me.
Stronger than I ever been.
So now I'm just going to wipe down the countertops again really quick. I know you saw me do this earlier, but since I was stepping all on them when I was cleaning the cabinets, I wanted to make sure I wipe them down again.
Clearer. Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather.
So back to the microwave once again, and that definitely did the trick. It didn't get it perfectly clean, but it's so much better.
I'll be fine, but I'll get up. I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
And the last thing that I need to clean in this video are the floors. So I'm going to be vacuuming using my Dyson V7 and then also mopping the floors using my O Cedar Spin Mop with some Mrs. Meyer's Concentrate in the Sun Honeysuckle. Both of these products, the vacuum and the mop, are linked down in my description box if you're in the market for a new one. I highly recommend both of them.
Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I...
Okay guys, so that does it for today's video. Make sure you use the link down in my description box and head over to Sophie's channel and check out her video. Show her some love and let her know that I sent you. Y'all just gonna love her as much as I do. And I really hope you enjoyed this video and you got all the deep cleaning and decluttering motivation that you were searching for and got up and cleaned along with me. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up because it definitely helps my channel out and lets me know that you enjoy the content that I put out. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join my little YouTube fam. I upload tons and tons of cleaning and organizing motivation, so if you need any of that in your life, this is definitely the channel for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all watching my videos all the way through. It means so much to me. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye guys.